the day many have been waiting for. We're here with Sonia Johnson, Maurice Sutter's mother. Sonia, can you tell us how the story began? Being a single mom with two boys living in New York must have been very hard. How did you do it? What was life like?
What was life like? Single parent, Maurice Sutter, Leroy Sutter. Well, hi, I'm Sonia Johnson, and this is my son's Dr. Renan. Coming from Brooklyn, New York, that's Brownsville for you guys that don't know. We started in Brownsville, Bushwick, Bed-Stuy, and Flatbush. Maurice Sutter, Leroy Sutter. Those kids were bad. I just want to let you know they were really terrible. But we had fun. Being a single parent is not very easy. We had a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges. And my kids are adult, so they may not remember some of the things. But it wasn't easy. And we knew how to make $1 work. Ice cream truck, come around. I remember when ice cream used to be 25 cents. Yeah. Okay. Well, we had a lot of struggles then. For those of you that's from New York, he never used to let the boys go outside, and never used to take them to the park. We always used to stay at the house because we lived in an area where they sell drugs in front of the building, they sell drugs in the park, they sell drugs in the store. So the kids would know they always stay inside, and we would make up games and stuff like that. And it wasn't easy. We would go to grandma's house. That would be our trip. We would make up stuff to do. We go to the laundromat, watch the clothes go around. Those are trips. Those were days when trips were free. We would go on a train ride. Let's see how far the train goes. Those are free trips. So those were good times. Those are all good times. But you gotta remember the day we used to play in the fire hydrant. They don't do that. Do they? They still do that. Turn the water on, play in the fire hydrant. Those are trips. Eat water outside.
Okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about how did you manage? Like, when you're going to work, you probably work 2 jobs or more. Who watched your boys? Were they father in their lives at the time? Did he come by?
They had a father. That's what they had. They had a father. He came by. You mean by on the train, pass by, wave by, or just come and see us by? Which one?
Did he come see them? Did he spend time with them? Did he watch them?
No. Actually, Maurice is the middle child. So Maurice is more like the stepchild. And then he had one that looked like him. You'll meet him later. His name is Lauren. His father would actually come by, and I guess 5 to 10 minutes was a long time. We did used to live together, but that didn't work. So it wouldn't work because he had 2 different children. So, but anyway, how I used to take him to work was that I used to, we talking about the truth. Their father was not really he was in and out of their lives. Living together was because it was young people say today, drama. There was a lot of drama. So if it wasn't for my mother, I don't think I would be sitting here today. So Maurice, his grandmother, my grandmother, those are our lifesavers, let's just say that. So let's talk about work. Because those were the worst times. And we had some good times. And I can't tell you we went to the park as a family before. It was always the Three Musketeers. But let's talk about work. You ever tried to hide a kid in your boobs? Underneath your shirt? Underneath the desk? In the closet? That's how we worked. So nobody knew I took my kids to work. There was no thing as babysitters. Even though my mother was there to babysit, I rarely asked her. I had to take those kids to work with me. And of course we know, didn't I tell you about the bad little boy? That bad little boy is Maurice. Because this boy would get into everything. A single parent wasn't easy.
Okay, so now we're about to get into, let's meet your mother. Let's meet his grandmother. How you doing today, Patricia?
Terrible.
Well, I know, we hope you get better, ma'am. Well, I know your help was well appreciated, from your mother, from your daughter telling us, I'm sorry. What can you tell us about the beginning of your grandchild's life? What can you tell us about his childhood and helping your daughter out with them?
Ain't too much I can say about my grandkids' life. All I know is that my daughter Sonia, last name was Sutter, which was Maurice Sutter and Leroy Sutter mother. At the time they was coming up, I told Sonia she want to go to school. I'll stay home and watch the kids. At that time I was in a training. I've been to college. I've been to manpower training program. So she did finish school. She got her high school diploma. But as those kids was coming up, I don't want to say it was terrible. But as the years passed, they got a little better. But as they got a little older, they was doing good. Maurice was the smart one. Leroy he needed a little help, but he pushed him. But as Maurice was coming up, he started working. Different places that he worked. Sometimes he had two or three jobs to help his mother out. So, ain't too much I can say about my grandkids.
Okay. Alright, everyone, this is Maurice Sutter. We've met his mother, we've met his grandmother. Maurice, from listening to your grandmother and your mother, you seem to be a terrible child growing up. You seem to cause a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Look at you today. It looks like you've grown and matured a lot. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Being from Baltimore, was born in New York, and really have some growth period in that time. Being in a tough city like Baltimore, Maryland, all I can remember is growing up in a rough part of the neighborhoods, hanging out with the bad kids. We're going to talk about that later on in the stories in the documentary, but it really changed my life. The things that I seen, the things that other people didn't see. And as we get into this documentary, I hope it really touches somebody out there that's went through something in life, and just to hear somebody's story and affects and how it can change your life, to know that somebody probably went through the same thing you went through.
Okay, now I have a question. We was told that your father was in and out of your life. How did you feel as a child not having your father around?
Neglected. I mean, to be in position to have a stepdad come in to take care of us, we feel that responsibility and all. But it was heartbroken. Many of us go on today without fathers and have stepdads in our lives.
Don't forget to tell them how you pushed your stepdad out of, tried to push him out of your life. Don't forget that now. This is a documentary.
Yeah. So we get more back into detail on that. Stay tuned to the next video. Next video will be out tomorrow around 7.